Hi everyone! In this video, I'll show you how to use Archives Unbound, a Gale database that provides access to digitized collections of primary sources, things like letters, reports, newspapers, and government documents. These materials come from real historical archives, so they're perfect when you need original documents for research or analysis. To access the database, from the Bakersfield College homepage, click Services and Resources, scroll down, click Library, scroll down, and click Research, and then click Find all of our databases with A to Z databases. And to find Archives Unbound, since it is a repository of primary sources, for the types here, you could scroll down until you go to primary source, and then hit Search. And here, it will be Archives Unbound, currently the second one listed. And before accessing the Archives Unbound page, it will prompt you to sign in with your BC credentials to fully access all of its resources and materials, so make sure that you are signed in. And here, on the Archives Unbound main page, you can do a simple search up here, or you can do an advanced search with the multiple search fields here. So just to show you how this will work, I'm going to type in civil rights. We're going to make that our search. And below, we can make our search more specific by deciding if we want to search specifically for newspapers. And what Archives Unbound newspapers means are just newspapers for contemporaneous reporting, manuscripts, which will be letters and records, and monographs, which will be pamphlets or longer works. Additionally, we can choose a specific time period if we would like. For this search, I'm just going to keep it open. And we could also choose from a list of different languages if we are looking for things in other languages. Just to keep it broad, I'm just going to search for civil rights without limiting anything just yet. So then you hit search. And here it's going to bring up, as you can see, plenty of resources. And again, we could specifically look through monographs, we could specifically look through manuscripts, or we could specifically look through newspapers. Additionally, there are more filters at our disposal now. So if we want to look for an article or a resource within a particular collection, we can check as many collections as we would like here that are already grouped together. We could also search for ones provided by a specific library, such as New York Public Library, even the National Archives, or in some cases, very specific universities. We could also, again, change the document type. As you can see, there are a few more additional ones here. We could look through telegrams or even a play for civil rights, and then the publication date, languages, or we could even search in regards to a specific person, if there is someone specific you are looking for in relation to civil rights. And just to show you what it will look like, because the search or the view options are pretty interesting here. So if you open a resource, it will have a scan of the resource, along with whatever your search terms were that will be highlighted throughout the document. So as you can see here, civil rights. And if you would like to read a text version as opposed to just the scan of your resource, you can go to View Options and click both text and image to see them side by side, which will have the text representation of the scan, or you could even just do text only or image only. Additionally, you could search within the document itself if there's something specific you are looking for. And if you type in a specific term here, it will pop up anytime it comes up in the document. So I'm just going to type Washington since that comes up here. And so we have a few instances of where Washington appears. And again, it will be highlighted And you just go through the different options here, and you can go and see wherever Washington was referenced or used. Additionally, if you want to cite these particular sources, you can click Cite to generate citations, either an MLA, APA, Chicago, or Harvard style. You could send them to yourself as an email or your OneDrive or Google Drive, or you can just download them as well. And then right below the title, it will have just a little bit more information about this particular source, the date that it was published, who actually published it, and the collection in which it appears. I'm just going to go back to the main page really quick to show you a few other options at your disposal. So you can use a topic finder, which is very similar to the way the topic finder works in all other Gale databases. So I'm just going to use civil rights again. And here it's going to have a visualized clusters of related terms for discovering new angles or perhaps refining your topic. If you want to click them, you could see even further clusters of related terms with the resources given on the right. Additionally, from the main page or any page on the Archives Unbound web database, you can click Collections to browse the very extensive collections that are available to you. Since there are so many, as you can see, there is quite a bit. So if you want to further and narrow your search, you could search through specific topics and you can check as many as you would like. You could specify a specific document type, advertisement, broadcast transcript, correspondence, diary, so on and so forth, language, or even the source library. So I'm just going to select a few of them and see what comes up here. So looks like out of all the choices I made, there's only one, but all the same, exploring the collections is going to be really helpful because these are already curated by Gale and will contain a lot of similar materials, all bound under one specific collection, topic, or theme. So that's just a quick overview of Archives Unbound. Just remember that these are all going to be primary sources, so these types of resources are going to be used alongside scholarly articles or books in your assignments to build context for your assignment. If you have any questions about navigating the database, or if you need help developing search terms or choosing collections, don't hesitate to reach out to me or any other friendly BC librarian. We're here to help.